The owner of this car just dropped it off with me, and she said it sounds like it has no shocks. When I heard her say that, immediately my mind goes to, well, probably something with bushings making a lot of sound. That's what people usually are hearing when they say the shocks are bad. But obviously, I need to drive this for myself, and then hopefully I can figure out what exactly is going on. Okay, so like I said, she described it as like a banging sound, clanking sound, especially over speed bumps. The best thing I found is just like go try to recreate it. She said speed bumps. I'm gonna look for some speed bumps and see if I can see what the noise was. All right, here's one. Okay, I heard that. That came from like the middle. All right, that was a little different. Almost hit a baby goat. No goats were harmed in the making of this video. So I heard the noise, and it's coming from the back, which I guess I just assumed that she was talking about noise up front. But I don't think that's suspension noise. The other thing I'm noticing though is when I went over that speed bump, it's almost like I hit really hard and then bounced again. So it's like feels like a boat in the back. So it's like a double bounce, which is a pretty telltale sign of an actual failed strut where you're just on the springs and there's no shock absorption. But first I want to pull over right now and check in the back and confirm my theory about that noise. All right, let's see what she's got back here. So got a loose spare tire. The jack isn't even here at all. Tire irons are rattling around. Some old rusty tools down in here. So I think that noise that she was hearing is just stuff rattling around in the spare tire compartment. Now, I think all that stuff in her trunk's probably been there for quite a while. So why is she hearing the sound now? Well, it's, I think, because one or both of those rear shocks blew out, is no longer working, and now the back end of the car is getting thrown around, especially on speed bumps, and it's rattling around all the loose stuff that was already there. So ultimately, she was actually kind of right about her assessment that her shocks were gone. Now, what I'm also going to do, even though I think I figured out the main issue, is I'm going to do a little more driving while I'm out here and see if I can hear or feel any other little suspension issues. And I do that just because I want to be able to let people know if there's something else going on. So these are little issues that were probably always going on, but they didn't hear or feel them because they were fixated on the bigger issues. I'm gonna go into this little side street, and I'm actually gonna drive off the road and put the left tires into the grass and drive on this rough stuff. And I can hear a rattle up front. It's pretty small, but it's like a clunking rattling, probably sway bar links if I had to guess. Now with the right wheels, and yeah, I can kind of hear a similar sound now on the back corner. And so just driving on rough pavement or uneven ground can often highlight issues that like a speed bump doesn't bring up. One more easy test once I'm parked. I'll get the steering wheel and kind of shake it back and forth real fast, and that'll usually expose if there's any steering linkage or tie rods or rack and pinion stuff going on. You'll get a clunking. That has nothing to do really with suspension because the car is sitting still. It's more to do with steering. But I don't hear anything with this. Now, since I did hear that rattling noise, pop the wheel off, and I'm going to do a little visual inspection of the suspension. Right away, I'm seeing some boot split here. So I always look at these sway bar links first because they are notorious for noise, and they just seem to wear out faster than everything else. And sure enough, the boot is split and it's super loose. I think that's what that rattling sound is. Very common, and luckily very cheap and easy to replace. These things are like 15 bucks a pop if you get some good ones online. Another thing I notice is this shock boot is totally gone. Now, the failed shocks were in the rear, and so these ones up front are working just fine, but because the boot is gone, it is exposed to water and dirt. I'm also down here looking at axle boots, the rack and pinion boot, all these little rubber boots everywhere, making sure they're not split. Everything else is looking good. So this doesn't bode well for this shock here. It is an older car, so it's not surprising, but it's definitely not worth like removing and taking the shock apart just to replace this boot. You just drive it while it's working well, and deal with it when it finally fails. So since I did hear a little rattling in the back right when I was driving, I do want to check the back right corner. And again, I'm just looking at rubber bushings. There's not as much going on back here. And here's the sway bar link back here, and it's pretty loose. Like, this should be nice and stiff. It's really loose. And the boot isn't split, but because I heard the noise and this is all loosey-goosey, I'm gonna recommend that she needs sway bar links in the back as well. Something I forgot to mention up front is this is a really good chance to also be checking brakes. It's kind of hard sometimes to tell whether your brakes are worn out just by listening for that squeak. And people love it when I can save them money by catching low brake pads before it goes into the rotor. All right, so in the end, the client was right. These rear shocks were totally toast. And in addition, I managed to find out that the sway bar links front and rear were getting a little worn, adding some rattle and clunking. So I'm just gonna give her a call, let her know that I recommend replacing all that stuff. And unfortunately, I already called and they don't have any rear shocks anywhere in town for this car. So I'm gonna get those ordered and I'll do this on another day. Hey, if you're enjoying this diagnostic style content, and you definitely wanna check out this video where I check out the AC on my buddy's car and totally misdiagnosed it.